In this clip, I'll be talking about our plans as of July 2014. We are hoping to create some sales tools. These are the tools we're looking at. In the photo module, we want to give you the ability to favorite photos of monuments that have been installed. Then when you have customers at your site and they are looking for particular monuments, it will pull up a search that shows you all the monuments that have been placed that are similar to what the customer is looking at. Then there'll be ease of access to those photographs of those installed monuments, which would print out and give them a sample photo of those monuments with directions to the cemetery, so the client then can take that information, drive out to the cemetery, and see a monument similar to what they're looking at purchasing that has already been installed for another client. Now we're also creating a sales tool that allows the salesman to do searches by color, size, types, to where it will take all the merchandise options and kind to narrow them down. For example, they could start with a client that says we're looking only at a double-sized monument in this particular color, and it will reduce the merchandise items by those criteria that has been set, so that way they can be able to view just those line items that match the criteria that you have set. Now, another program that we're looking at is a funeral home rewards program. We understand that some of the problem that you have is getting the information from the funeral homes if the families do not purchase monuments. So our idea is to create some software that is free software for the funeral home that they access over the web. And when someone has passed away at their funeral home, they go into the software and they include the name of the burial, contact information. And when they fill in that information, they get a rewards check from you. And you can decide how much that information is worth. But it's a way for you to grab that information without having to go to the newspapers for obituaries. You're getting it directly from the funeral home. So you want to make it beneficial for the funeral home. The funeral home director may not have time to do this, but I guarantee you he has someone who works for him who would have the time to enter in some information to make a little extra money on the side. Say you gave them $20 to $30 for every entry that they included. That information is easy access for them because they have it. So it's an easy 20 or 30 bucks for them to earn. Now, the third one is web access. We want the salesmen or the counselors or even potentially the customers to have the ability to go on the web and obtain a status of their order. Another program we're looking at instituting is a mailing program where the system can identify sensitive dates, the birth date of the loved one who's passed away, maybe their wedding date, the death date, and the interment date. This is information that you have. And just you can send letters to these people to let them know that you're thinking about them and letting them know that if they want any memorial, maybe they haven't purchased one, or you know that they've only purchased one for their loved one who's passed away and not for themselves, or maybe there's now some military marker information that you may want to pass their way. Just letters of kindness is a great way to open up those avenues for sales. We also are planning on writing a module that helps with the truck loading and tracking delivery. There also, per states, have no-call list. We want to be able to have it to where those can be imported in. So when the salesmen are using the sales modules to call and generate sales, they'll know when these people are on a no-call list. We've also had a request for software that would be free software downloaded onto mobile devices that would allow people to capture the GPS coordinates of the marker locations. This software would be free for the users, but it's something that you would purchase that someone could download at your site. For example, we may create you this GPS software that is free for the funeral homes to download for their mobile phones. Then when the funeral director is at the cemetery site, at the funeral, he pulls up the records. Maybe he pulls up the record for that funeral prior to stepping out to meet with the family. But while he's at the site, he just pulls out his phone, and with one press of the button, the GPS coordinates are captured. That way it helps you in locating the GPS coordinates of where that marker is supposed to be installed. Ideas. Please send us ideas. We are trying to develop software that has all kind of cool features. This is something we truly enjoy doing, so your comments and suggestions are welcomed. Also, this is the time for us to design the base core to be solid enough to handle any possible modules for even in the future. So understanding all your needs is very vital for us. Just like the foundation of a house is vital for the house to be sturdy, software design, the foundation is very vital. And for us to have a solid foundation, we have to understand not just the immediate needs of your industry, but all the potential future needs. You can contact us at ReposeMemorialManager@gmail.com. Thank you.